All right, it's on up.
All right, Shalom. We the real Hebrew Israelites coming at you with another sit down, another video. Before we get started, want to give all honor and glory and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah. Double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, rule and teach well. Peace and blessing, salutation to you, to Yakim, pushing this truth all the four corners of the earth. All right, Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
All right, this video going to be pertaining to what?
Kwam Yasharah.
We're going to deal with prophecy, destruction of this white man society. Get some precepts, edifying Yakim out there who listening, hoping y'all, you taking your notes, write them down, studying, and come out here on these highways and byways with us and prophesy and teach, man. We're at the time of the end, man. You got the microchip.
Got you, bro.
That's coming. It's already here, pretty much.
On the doorstep.
The RFID chip. If you can't see that shit, man, then the Most High is not dealing with you. It's straight. It's just that. It's just that focus.
I got you right here.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
Yeah.
That they may add sin to sin.
Yeah. And for you Israelites who steady doing wickedness after wickedness, and that don't have this sound doctrine like the men of GMS have, then this is not for you, man. I mean, how can you get around it? We got the name, we know the name, and that's what it all starts with, by knowing the name. That's power in that name, not Most High, Christ, and blessed. That shit is weak. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. It's power in that name.
That's right. All right. And if I may add, speaking on the RFID chip, prophecy is a spiritual thing, all right? But when you're dealing with the Bible, man, and they laid it out to you in what's that, Revelation the 13th chapter. I want to say the 16th verse. I may be wrong. When they're talking about the RFID chip, there are heathens, non-Israelites, all right, that totally understand and comprehend that this RFID chip is the mark of the beast. And you so-called learned Hebrew Israelites are saying that it's spiritual.
Right.
See it, man. You're nothing.
Yeah. They saying it's fucking the image of the beast is the white
Christianity.
Yeah, Christianity. It says zero and shit like that.
Are you serious?
That's a fucking stumbling block that the Most High has put in front of you. So he can utterly destroy your ass for that shit, man. And you will be destroyed. Bring that precept out again. Huh?
It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that
stop right there. Woe, destruction to you Israelites who have not obtained this knowledge like this, man. You speak of him, like Yahweh Shai said, you speak of me, but your hearts are far from me. Like you other camps who going out there marching against violence and like that. When Yahweh Shai puts the violence in the motherfucking city.
Can't march against prophecy, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
It says that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
You're doing sin on top of sin, man. Like you fucking camps that's
just adding on to your fucking destruction, man.
Yeah.
Straight up.
And you're leading the sheep away, man.
Yeah.
All right. A good prophet, a good man of the Lord is trying to bring the sheep in, not cast them astray. You either with Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, or you're against them. You're no different than a Muslim. You're no different than a Satanist when you're preaching these other doctrines. I don't care if you have this truth doctrine down 98%. As soon as you tell these little children that the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast, you're no different than a Satanist, man.
Right. And you wicked ass pastors pertaining to Jeremiah 23rd chapter, leading the people astray. Leading the people astray. You don't teach prophecy in none of your churches
at all.
You can look at any fucking church on whether it's YouTube or going any churches down here in the wall in Baton Rouge, wherever the fuck you at. Nobody is talking about prophecy.
They're talking about prosperity.
I just got one precept, right?
I got one.
Go ahead, brother.
We go ahead, Ivy.
Yeah, this is real quick. This is John 10 and 12. It says, "But he that is a harlot and not the shepherd." Hold on, let me go up a little more. Probably some more. Okay, this is I'm gonna go up two of them. This John 10 and 13. The harlot fled because he is a harlot and cared not for the sheep. And I am the good shepherd and know my sheep, and I known of mine. It says, as the Father knoweth me, even so I, the Father, I lay down my life for the sheep, man. Yeah, and the harlots are the one that do shit for pay. That's what you see with these other groups and pastors, man. They do shit for pay for a 501c3 charter to get tax exempt, to get money. You know, they get that Judas purse. But like I say, but when danger come, when this chip has been implemented and the people have been rounded up, have been boarded on buses and things of that nature, they're gonna get the fuck out the way, man. They're gonna be nowhere in sight. You know, and they're gonna do it in the sense of Romans the 13th chapter, man, to obey the government. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, man.
Deuteronomy 1, chapter 1 and verse 2. And ye came near unto me, every one of you, and said, we will send men before us, and they shall search us out the land and bring us word again by what we must go up and into what cities we shall come.
Right.
Basically, with that, what I'm bringing out is, he's sending the prophets along on the highways and byways, and he's sending us a word again and leading us into the ways that we're supposed to be led into.
Right.
This is a precept back what the brother had when he left off it, man. We to these pastors like that, man. All right, this is Jeremiah 5, and I'm gonna start at 7. It says, how shall I pardon thee for this? Thy children have forsaken me and sworn by them that are no gods. FEMA, food stamps, child support, Section 8, FEMA, Blue Cross, Red Cross, Blue Shield, whatever the fuck you call this shit, 401k plan, man. You know what I'm saying? 911. All of this bullshit, right? In the name of what they call it, LGBT, that bullshit, man. Matriarch, this whole matriarch society that we live in, man. But anyway, it says, how shall I pardon thee for this? Thy children have forsaken me and sworn by them that are no gods, man. But there's power. There's no power into this bullshit that you people confide in, man. You people are literally out here dedicating your lives, your mind, your body, your soul into pleasing a fucking system that wasn't even set up for the benefit of you fucking Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are literally out here ready to die for this system, man. To keep this system continuing while your ass is out here depending on insurance, sleeping in nursing homes, with fucking Alzheimer's, bad back, diabetes, gout, you know what I'm saying, cancer, just fucking dying, man. And this system is prospering, So it says, when I had fed them to the full, the Lord fed us to the full. Because when you go into these scriptures, man, with you fucking sorry ass Negroes and fucking Uncle Tomahawks don't do. When you go back into the prophecies and to the history of our people, man, the Lord had us well fed, man. We was the top motherfucking nation,
right?
Beginning with King David. King David took down all these different nations, and King King Solomon, man. King Solomon had 40 years of peace where he didn't have to touch a sword, man. All Israel was doing was just being fruitful and fucking multiplying during the reign of Saul, man.
Solomon.
That's why we here. I can say
Solomon. Not
going
Solomon.
over there already early.
Yeah, man. I keep saying Saul, and the spirit keep making me say this motherfucker for some reason, man. But Solomon, man, the water, brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like during the reign of Solomon, it's like we weren't doing nothing but being fruitful and multiplying. But what does Jake do when the Lord gives us comfort? What do? We take comfort to another level, man.
Jake fucks it up.
We get extra fucking comfortable, man.
Jake good. Jake,
you know,
Jake wise, like the scripture saying, Jeremiah 4, you wise to do evil.
Right. So during Solomon's reign, we went to fucking sleep, man. So we are all praying for the time that Solomon reigned, but the Lord has got it in writing. When I gave y'all the peace that y'all keep crying and begging me for, look what the fuck y'all did, man. You gave it right back to the fucking heathens,
right?
You know. But anyway,
I got two of them, Mike. Well,
all right. Is when I had fed them to the full, they then committed adultery.
Damn.
All right, what King David fucking did, man. You know, which we know that spiritually speaking, committing adultery, meaning that we're the bride of the Most High and His Son Yahushua, right? And we're married to Him, right? So when we go into any other philosophy outside of the oracles of the Most High, Yahushua, the 613 laws, statutes, commandments that He gave us, right? It's an act of adultery. It's an act of fornication. Adultery and fornication are the same thing. All right. When we're spiritually speaking, right? All right. So it says, and it's talking about the churches backing the brother up. Then they committed adultery and assembled themselves by troops in the harlot houses, which we call whole houses, man. That's these churches. Right. You know? You got it out.
You got a whole the brother got a precept. You got whole houses all over, you know, even with these fucking camps, man. Them brothers be having women in their fucking camps. You know, we don't do women over here. The Most High is only dealing with the men. Pertaining to Revelation 21 and 3. The tabernacle is with men, not with no fucking woman.
Right, man. The Proverbs. Let me get this last verse. This last verse, Yakinan. Right. Back to what the brother just said, man, because this is what the prophets of the Lord is doing. Verse 10. I'm gonna start at 8. It says, they were as fair horses in the morning, everyone nighed after his neighbor's wife, right? It committed adultery, you know what I'm saying? You weren't satisfied with what the Lord gave you, man. Ooh, man, shit. Her calf's bigger than my bitch calf. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Her sweet potato tastes a little bit sweeter than my bitch sweet potatoes, you know what I'm saying? Right? It's this simple ass shit.
Right.
All right. It says, verse 9, shall I not visit for these things, saith Yahweh? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? This is the point. Go ye up upon her walls and destroy. Right? And that's what the brother is doing right now. He's destroying all of these strongholds that Israel, the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans is upholding due to the fact that the so-called white man. All of these lies and fabrications of this truth are strongholds, and those strongholds was keeping Israel from coming back to the nationality, man. All right. So that's our job is this, man. It says, go ye up upon her walls and destroy. We're spiritually destroying all these fucking lies out here, man.
Right.
All right. And then it says, but make not a full end, take away her battlements, for they are not the Lord's, man.
Right.
The Lord ain't dealing with that bullshit.
Right, man.
All right. Y'all brothers got it.
Yeah, this is the first one I had. This is Judith 5 and 17. And it says, and while they sinned not before their power, they prospered, because the Most High that hated iniquity was with them. It says, but when they departed from the way which he had appointed them, they was destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captive into a land that was not theirs.
And that's a bit of a point. That's the whole point. Like the Lord say, man, I fed you to the full, right? The brother just brought out, when you abided by his rules and regulations, man, you was in good standards with the Lord. But as soon as you went against it, the Lord cast your ass out. Not only did he cast you out, but he put you up under your enemies, man.
Yeah,
all right.
You got a little more that says that. And it says, and their temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies.
And it says the temple of their what?
The temple of their power was cast to the ground.
What was that power? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, right? But once the Lord removed himself from amongst us, what was it? What happened?
We had nothing, so we got our ass.
We were powerless. We were powerless, man. All right,
This the other one. This is what we really deserve, man. This is Esther 9 and 13. And it says, and after all that has come upon us for our evil deeds and for our great trespass, seeing that thou, the Most High, has punished us less than our iniquities deserve, has given us such deliverance.
Hey, let me comment on that. It said the Lord have punished us less than what we deserve, man.
Man.
You see what I'm saying?
That's big.
Yeah, like,
and we still complain.
Hey, man, and Jake really know. Not only that, Jake thinks the Lord always has something, man.
Yeah, man.
Jake coming this thing with his chest out, with his head high against the Most High. Be like that against this goddamn devil.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah,
nigga.
He the one that can destroy the soul. And so
double portion of the spirit, man. The spirit dealing with.
What you say?
I said niggas talking about they got a double portion of the spirit, and the spirit only dealing with them.
Right. Yeah. Man, hey, that's me taking too much of that goddamn big 44, man, and that Robitussin.
I got a precept when you finish with yours, I got a precept to back that up too.
I'm finished up.
All right. Just to back up what the brother was saying, like we didn't get what we should have gotten, and the reason that we failed is because we lost our power because we wasn't faithful. Had we not lost our power, let me show you what the scriptures say would have happened. This is Baruch 3 and 13. For if thou hadst walked in the way of Yahweh, thou shouldest have dwelled in peace forever. So if we didn't go off, if we didn't commit adulteries, if we would have stuck to the law, statutes, and commandments according to Baruch 3 and 13, we would have dwelled in peace forever, man.
Shit, going back to the beginning of Deuteronomy, when we entered into the blood covenant with Yahweh himself. He said, if you will hearken unto me and do all my commandments, I will give you the spot the fucking Europeans got right now. That was supposed to be us right now. Esau got what that's supposed to be us right now. But niggas don't want to do it. You still don't want to return back. We all there prophesying and telling you the destruction is coming. And Jake they say, Jake, man, fuck what y'all talking about.
Jake getting in that laser ball,
and
he putting that recliner further and further back, man.
I got a precept. This Jeremiah 7 and 24. But they hearken not, nor incline their ear, but walk in the counsels and the imagination of their evil heart.
Right, and that's talking about the so-called white man. The white man is the one who put that imagination in your heart. Did not the so-called white man do that to Eve in the beginning?
God.
Did not he plant that evil thought in the beginning, man? You know, was not Eve the wife of Adam? Was not Adam Yahushua? So symbolically, we're Eve.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
And it's crazy that shit sounds right.
That's real. It's not crazy at all.
And he speak of the sheep as women.
Right.
And speak of the house as women. Because why? Because Eve was, a concept of us going to deceive in the future past tense.
Right. And went backward and not forward. Right. All right. Since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt until this day.
Now, and I'm gonna say this, like another thing, like they're gonna go into like another sit down we're gonna do. But it was a time, like a lot of times, brothers will read that and be like, exact, like this happened 5 minutes in between. As soon as the Lord told Adam, okay, this is what you do and this is what you don't do. And you tell your wife the same thing, and y'all tell y'all children the same thing. All right. See, we think, well, not we, but a lot of younger readers will read that and be like, okay, well, that happened 5 minutes later.
Right.
It was a time, a gap. This was a transition of time that happened. You see what I'm saying? Adam was a super smart person. He damn near lived a fucking forever. Damn near. He damn near lived a full fucking day, 1,000 years. 931 years according to Genesis, the 5th chapter. You know what I mean? I'm saying? So with that being said, it's like they had a form of knowledge, but Satan was able to give them that boost to where they thought that they didn't need the Most High, man.
So you know, so I know back then, you know, in the beginning, everybody has spiritual powers, right? So you know,
compared to the day,
so I know
the Adamites,
right? So I know in those times, you know, just think about the concept of you know, how Esau make movies, and then okay, I got supernatural powers, right? And they tell me, okay, look, you can't go use those superpowers on no human being.
Yeah.
So is that what the serpent did to Eve? He wouldn't use this supernatural powers on that woman to
No.
I was asking a question.
All he did was what the so-called white man do today.
Talk some sweet stuff in there.
All he
probably had on the big
yeah.
fancy ass chain. He probably had on a purple garment. He caught her by himself, and he was probably talking with his hands, telling her these sweet nuggets.
Get Ezekiel the 32nd.
The evil serpent.
Get Ezekiel.
That man said that jingle got today.
Verse 2.
And that devil is crafty and clever.
Like Genesis said, you beguiled.
Ezekiel 28, verse 2.
Go ahead.
Ezekiel 28, verse 2. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus said the Lord Yahweh, because thy heart is lifted up.
Okay, you're proud. All right, go ahead.
And thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of Yahweh in the midst of the seas.
All right, what other nation could they be talking about, man? We are dealing with the world that we're living in today, the reality that we're living in today. Reading a book that clearly says all things that were written aforetime were written for our learning. Right. Who else could this be talking about, man? What other nation on the planet is playing God, man? In y'all language. You know, we call it Allah or Allahayim. Speaking of that particular word, man.
Yeah.
You know, but his name is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You know? Who else could be trying to be him? It's not the Arabs, it's not the Asians, the Moabites, the Ammonites, it's not the damn for sure not the fucking Hamites. You know, it ain't you, Ishmael. Ishmael don't give a fuck about space. Ishmael trying to blow shit up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing for you Elamites, man. You East Indian, you fucking dieheads, man.
Right.
All right, go ahead, brother.
Yet thou art a man.
Right, you're a fucking man. You're not the Most High. You're a creature. You fucking devil. You're a fucking creature, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
And not Yahweh. Though thou set thy heart as the heart of Yahweh.
Right, even though you think you the Most High, bitch, you are a fucking creature.
Right.
You walking on two right now, but in the kingdom, you're gonna be a four-legged creature.
Yeah.
I got a precept.
200 million pound chain on fucking neck and all folks, yeah. On all your fucking hands and your legs and everything, man.
Right. One more yakinah and you got it. Go ahead,
Verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel.
Right, you're wiser than Daniel.
Wow.
Why? Because guess what? You have access to the heavens, Esau. Right. You can put your satellites up in space. You got your CIA, your FBI, your DEA, your NSA, which is NASA.
Yeah. Deceiver. Like we said on the
you got your military, you got your different military branches.
Yeah.
You know, you got your religious system. Basically, those three unclean fucking spirits that the book of Revelation speak of, man. All right? Your power structure.
Yeah.
The three main organs of your power structure. All right? Go ahead, brother.
There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
All right. There's nothing that the people on the planet can hide from you.
Right. Okay.
We're not talking about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and the Allahayim. We're talking about the subject pertaining to Job 9:24, the people that were placed under the rule and rulership of Esau, man. You know, how is their secrets are not hidden from them? Because you got what? Secret intelligence, man.
Yeah.
All right.
The NSA and all that shit like
that. And secret is not talking about oh, I'm gay, or oh, I like it up the ass. No, secrets is pertaining to different plots to overthrow his structure, his infrastructure. That's the secrets that that particular precept is talking about, man. Okay, go ahead, brother.
Hey, verse 4.
What you gonna say, Al?
Hey, Yediah, real quick, hold Psalms 22 and start around 13 and just read down whenever that brother finish.
Okay, I got it. I'm locked and loaded as soon as you finish, man. Go ahead and finish. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 4. With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast...
With thy wisdom and with thy understanding on what, brothers? The left-hand side. What does the so-called white man use on the left-hand side to gain wisdom and understanding?
Technology.
Technology, man. Period. It's the reason why technically Esau is here and we way the fuck down here, man. Okay?
Real, bro.
Technically, not spiritually. Technically. All right, go ahead, brother.
With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches.
Go ahead.
And has gotten gold and silver.
Go ahead.
Into thy treasure.
Go ahead.
By the great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches.
Wow.
Go.
See right there.
And thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
Yes.
Because of your riches, man.
Don't Esau do that right now? He brag off all the fucking thing that he done got from all you. Esau go home and tell his wife, yeah, I got them niggas working out there in the slave 12 fucking hours. And he got a big fucking check sitting right there. Give it all.
Matter of fact, the brother, keep on reading out. This gonna show you how Eve was beguiled, man.
Verse 6.
This is what Eve was seeing in the garden. And then we're gonna go to the brother, the precept Yediah. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 6. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of Yahweh. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations.
Which were the other nations that what we see when we watch CNN, Fox News, Al Jazeera, BBC, you name it, whatever I'm missing. MSNBC, CNN, RT, Russia Today.
And in contrast, this is the wrath of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua being poured out. What he is reading right now. Go ahead, brother.
And they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom.
Right. What's the sword that's going to mess up the beauty when we go into what the scriptures are talking about? Before them was as Eden, and behind them was what? Destruction.
Desolation.
Desolation, man. All right. It's talking about the nuclear missiles.
Con.
All right. Go ahead, brother.
Shall draw thy swords against the beauty of thy wisdom.
So nuclear missiles are going to destroy the beauty of so-called America. Go ahead, brother.
And they shall defy thy brightness.
Go ahead.
They
which is your glory, man. Go ahead.
They shall bring thee down to the pit.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt die the death of them that are slain in the midst of the sea.
Right, that's when going into Isaiah 14 when it says, "Hast thou become like one of us? Is thou a man like one of us? Thou that weaken the nations, shaking the earth, and let not his prisoners loose."
Man, that's a great slaughter that's coming, man.
Go ahead, brother.
Great fucking slaughter is coming.
Will thou yet say before him that slayed thee, I am Yahweh?
Right, so you're going to boast that bullshit. You're going to say, hey, I'm a white man. I'm not Esau. Jesus looked like me. Man, nah, man. The nations are fed up with that fucking shit. That came to pass right now, man. Because these nations ain't buying that. Go ahead, bro. Keep going. We stop it.
Hey, I can sound out.
Can you hear me out?
No, he didn't continue to speak. He stopped. He paused.
All right, go ahead, Don. Go to the precept.
All right, I'm going to bring out Psalms 22 and 13. They gaped upon me with their mouths as a ravening and a roaring lion. I am poured out like water, and all my bones are out of joint.
And this is actually what happened in Yahweh Shai. So Yahweh Shai is saying this, man. And I'm bringing it out to show you that the nations, including Esau, are fucking dogs, man. They're beasts, man. And I got a precept to back this one up. You know, they're fucking beasts, man. They're animals, man. Go ahead.
My heart is like wax. It is melted in the midst of my bowels. My strength is dried up like a potsherd, and my tongue cleaveth to my jaws. And thou hast brought me into the dust of death. Okay, I know this verse too. This one, Yahweh Shai was when David was in the spirit talking about.
That's Yahweh Shai, basically, man.
For dogs have compassed me. The assembly of the wicked have enclosed me.
Yeah, there you go. Yahweh Shai called them fucking dogs, man.
Son.
Dogs have compassed me, man. What Kazaki was saying, he called them creatures, man. You know, it said the assembly of the wicked. Who is the wicked? The so-called white man. Go ahead.
They pierced my hands and my feet. I may tell all my bones. They look and stare upon me. They part my garments among them and cast lots upon my vesture. They shot dice for his clothes. Want me to keep going on?
Keep going. Go to 20.
Okay. But be not thou far from me, O Yahweh, O my strength. Haste thee to help me. Deliver my soul from the sword, my darling from the power of the dog.
There you go, man.
So, yeah.
And this is another one right quick. This is Ecclesiastes in the Bible 3:18. You could break it down, Kazaki. This is 18. It says, I said unto my heart concerning the state of the sons of men, that the Most High might manifest them, that they may see that they themselves are beasts.
That's right, man. And remember, you got 3 classifications of men. You got the sons of God, you got the sons of the serpent, and you got the sons of men. The sons of the Most High, of course, is the Israelite, right? The people of the covenant, right? Then you got the sons of the serpent, which is the so-called white man, the Edomites that the Bible speaks of, and then you got the sons of men, which is the rest of the other nations, man. They just the extras, man. You know. But the movie stars Esau and Jacob, man.
In Genesis, it says, I will put enmity between her seed and his seed.
Right, and guess what? That's the villain and the hero. You know, Esau is the villain, the bad guy, and Jacob happens to be the good guy, the hero of the story. Hey, you can get mad as you want to, but that's how it goes. Go ahead, brother.
That was Ecclesiastes as well, verse.
Call a precept all out.
I think you said 3 and 18.
Ecclesiastes 3:18.
Why?
Another one I can find.
That was it on that one?
Yeah, that was it on that one. It's another one I could think of too. Real fast. Let me see.
I got you back.
Finish that one, that brother. Look at that one up. Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 9. Wilt thou yet say before him that slay thee, I am Yahweh? But thou shalt be a man and no power.
That mean the Lord gonna bring your fucking ass down. All right. You think you on God level because you got your little space stations and satellites and your nuclear weapon and airplane fighters and air jets. You know, you think you're on a God level right now, but the Lord is gonna destroy all that shit, man. The angels gonna cause all that shit to malfunction, and your ass gonna be brought down to everybody else fucking level.
May I say something about that? Might I say something about that?
Go ahead.
And all the things that everything that the brother bringing out, all of their so-called powers and their technology and the dominion that they have, they need to thank the Most High for it, because the Most High basically just set them up in the power. I'm not going to say to piss off us that went off, but he did that just to show his glory. So it's not by your hands that you're in your position, you dumb sons of bastards, bro. Understand that.
The Most High put you in that position for spiritual reasons and for spiritual purposes and for a season, and that's it, man. All right. So he built you up just to be brought down, just to show his glory, man, and to show you and that Jacob will prevail at the end. You're not in your seat of power by your own hand. Understand that.
Yeah, man. Yahweh told you were not sold for your destruction because you moved Yahweh to wrath, man. Jake didn't move Yahweh to wrath, and then in the second area, he say he's just not gonna hold his tongue no more to touching your fucking wickedness. All you niggas out there doing that old wicked ass shit, you don't want to repent and come back to these commandments, you're gonna die in your fucking sins. And we're gonna laugh at you. I ain't just gonna laugh at your ass. Go ahead, bro.
In the hands of him that slay thee. Verse 10. Thou shalt die the death of the uncircumcised by the hand of strangers. For I have spoken it, said the Lord Yahweh. Verse 11. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, take up thy lamentations upon the king of Tyrus, and say unto him, Thus said the Lord Yahweh, Thou sealest up the sum full of wisdom and perfect in beauty. Verse 13, Thou hast been in Edom, the garden of Yahweh. Every precious stone was thy covering, the sardis, topaz, and the diamonds, the beryl, the onyx, and the jasper, the spear, the emerald, and the cubicle.
Come.
The gold, the worshipmen of thy tabrets and of thy pipes was prepared in thee in the day that thou was created.
Right. And that's all pertaining to the destruction of Judah, of all the Negroes, all the tribes being led into the hand of the enemies. Who are the enemy? All nations, but the number one fucking enemy is Esau. All right.
And what that Bible verse was describing was Esau and his power, right? And how he's going to be knocked out of that power seat. He covered himself in all these fine linens and all these jewels and what have you. But in his pride, he's going to be cut down because right before destruction is pride, man.
And I got a precept right for that. This Malachi 1:3. And I hated this Yahweh Bashim Shato. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. That's that nuclear fire. How beautiful it is for the Most High to bless you, Isaac, which was Yahweh Shah, to bless you with this weapon and to use it against you to destroy your motherfucking ass. That's a beautiful fucking death, man. This place is gonna be burnt with straight nuclear fucking fire, man. How could you not love that, man? Being of this hopeful elect. To get the fuck up out of here. Seeing the reward of the destruction of the wicked. And you 2/3 ass niggas.
Spirit just came upon me, when it speaks in the book of Revelation, when it speaks about the first angel and when it speaks about the first angel and the third angel, if you can receive it, it speaks about, them angels, they put a spirit upon man. So it's different nations or different men that they put the spirits upon it, to pour out that wrath on certain people, and certain places are, there's, diverse of people and diverse of places. The angels are, what the spirit is within a man that's going to do and those, condemns, and those plagues and those pessimists that's going to happen on earth.
What you're saying basically is man doesn't control his own thoughts.
He don't control his own thoughts.
I got a precept for that. This is Isaiah 13:17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. All right. The Russians live in what the ancients called Medea back then. All right. So he's going to stir up the Russians, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, there shall not delight in it. So you're not going to be able, in that day of the Lord, you're not going to be able to
buy off the Russians. First off, the dollar not gonna be worth shit, and even if it was, they don't want your money, they want power, okay? Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces. They're missiles, man. When they send these missiles over here, their missiles are not gonna discriminate. And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb, kids in the belly. Their eyes shall not spare children. How can an ICBM missile have partiality when it comes to old women, young women, babies and children, and dogs and cats, man? It's going to destroy everything that it lands upon, man. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
Yeah. And when that microchip is the centerpiece to this whole prophetic events, all the events. This is gonna collapse every fucking thing. The whole world is gonna be tempted. And one, like the Bible said, you will be, everybody's gonna be tempted. Even the one that's in this truth, you're gonna be tempted. A lot of brothers in this truth gonna be tempted to take that chip. What you gonna do in that day? And when that chip is implemented, everything's gonna speed up. The prophet's gonna speed up just rapidly. One after another. World War III is coming quick.
And just like if I
go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Salah. Go ahead.
Go ahead, you got Yakana.
I'm gonna get straight to the point with this one. This is 2 Peter 3:11. It says, "Seeing then all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness," man.
That's right.
So it's basically saying, seeing the chip, nuclear missiles gonna hit the heavens and come down upon America. All hell's gonna break loose. Seeing that all that's gonna happen, man. What manner of person are you to be, man? You know, you gonna be a spiritual man, or you gonna die a nigga, man.
You die proud, nigga.
That's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
Period.
Like I seen the fucking video when Vladimir Putin was giving the fucking a talk show talking about how the arsenal that they got. Man, the motherfucker say we have game-changing weapons. And he went so far to showing a video with the ICBM missile hitting on South Florida. Showing you that
a simulator.
Yeah, that's it right there. That's it right there. That's it right there. A simulator.
Simulation.
They did a simulation on it. We're hitting on South Florida.
And
go ahead, brother.
Bring this out. Like the brother Yakanan was saying, what manner of man are you going to be in that day, man? And this basically, as far as numbers go, this is how those men are going to be in that day. This is Isaiah chapter 13, and I'm going to go through verse 7 and 8. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames.
Yeah.
Everybody is going to be terrified. Everybody is going to be in a state of shock, in a state of panic. 911 isn't going to be able to help them. Their God's not going to be able to help them. And when those missiles get here, it's going to physically overtake their bodies, man. Their whole body is going to be covered in flames. Like the Bible said, it's going to be a lake of fire.
Yeah.
But prior to that lake of fire, the whole world, even the hopeful elect, man, when they see it coming, the whole world is going to be afraid, man.
Yeah.
But faith is going to separate who gets saved versus who gets burned up, man. Faith and works, man. That's all we have at that point, man. When you see those missiles come across that sky, and you know that time is here and nothing can happen, the hopeful elect, all you can do is have faith and just hope everything, all the works that you did will satisfy Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man.
That from that missile, that's that silence in heaven. It's gonna take 30 minutes for the missiles to get over here, and it's gonna it ain't gonna be nothing nice, like the brother just read. But your face is being a flame of
fire, flames.
You fucking red ass devils, you crackers, you devils. Pertaining to you specifically, your face already gonna be red. You're gonna die of a fucking stroke, of a fucking heart attack just from seeing this shit, man. Just from seeing this shit, it's gonna be nothing unlike. I got a precept. It's Jeremiah 51 and Let me start at let me get Salaki, let me get 50, 40, 45. My people, go ye out of the midst of her. Speaking of Babylon, when you read Revelation 18, it says, come out of her, my people. I mean, come out of all this, all these philosophies and doctrines that America has bestowed upon our people. This is the warning, man. Y'all can't fucking see this shit, man. We giving you the warning sound. We lifting up the banner. My people, go ye out of the midst of her and deliver ye every man his soul from the fierce anger of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And that fierce anger is going to be this famine, these plagues, these pestilence, this nuclear holocaust that's coming. To flee from out of that, man. And that flee doctrine is not fleeing and leaving here and going over there to Israel. So that kills that shit right now, like a lot of them camps teach about that flee doctrine. That's not fleeing and just leaving here and going out. That's fleeing the philosophies and doctrine that this fucking white man has put up on here. Go ahead, brother. You got a precept.
I got a precept.
Bring it out.
Revelation 20, verse 10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstones, where the beast and the false prophets are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever.
Yeah, and like he was saying, and more on to that, is in the sight of the holy angels as it's reading. We gonna get to see all of that,
all
man.
of that.
And I got a precept. I'm gonna start at Revelation 16. I'm gonna start at 14. Like it gonna coincide with, like his was the, what I'm saying,
right,
ending and mine the beginning. Because what it is, Esau, the so-called white man, they lead the other nations into damnation.
Right.
And the spirit is upon them for to do so. So it's for they are the spirits of the devil working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them into the battle of the great day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Almighty. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is that watcheth and keep his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame.
Right.
And he gathered them together into a place called, in the Hebrew tongue, Armageddon.
That's right, brother. And that's what's coming.
Armageddon.
In the Hebrew language.
The valley of destruction, man. The valley of decision.
Valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yeah.
And that was so-called white man doing. He bringing the 2/3 and these other nations.
Yeah. Like
and himself.
Yeah.
You're taking the armies of the world into that place. And
into that place.
Bring them
that's
all
where
down.
they're gonna, in futility,
all at once,
fight against
Yahweh
Shai and the angels, which is stupid as fuck. But they're gonna try. They're gonna have, like you said earlier, a spirit is gonna fall upon them
spirit
to fight.
Most High gonna put the spirit on them to do that. They already.
Hey, I got you right.
This is spirit right here. Hold on, let me bring this out right quick. This is spirit, because we've been going into, looking at the angels, knowing that they're tall, dark-skinned, black, so-called black men. We've been going into them, looking at, seeing these charities. The sightings are just at an all-time high right now. You know what I'm saying? And we've been getting into that deep. Now that the Most High put the spirit on Trump, Esau, the Rothschild family, and the International Banking family. Now Trump has declared he signed a fucking $800, I think it was $1 billion, $1 million, I don't know how much it was there. They signed it to go ahead and create, to get everything prepared for this space battle.
Space station, the space war.
It's all happening, brother. That's why the younger brothers who come into this truth, we need to get all we can right now in these last seconds and time right now before this shit pop off.
Hey, you gotta sit up in, man. It's like when you drinking a drink and you get to the bottom of it and the straw get the last bit on that ice, man. That's how we gotta clean in this truth. This is bagging up the brother right quick, man. They say
Bring it up.
This second there was 13, and I'm gonna start at verse man, this old book, so
Hold on, I can bring it up.
5. Start at verse 5.
Second Ezra,
13 and 5.
Second Ezra 13 and 5. Okay, I got it. Second Ezra 13 and 5. I'm there. You break it down. And after this, I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men.
Soldiers, man. Armies. This is in the valley of Jehoshaphat, man. The Lord is drawing all the chess pieces into the place of checkmate, to be checkmate, all at once. Go ahead.
Out of number, from the four winds of the heaven,
north, south, east, and west, all nations. All right, and the military power. Go ahead.
To subdue the man that came out of the sea.
So in their mind, they're gonna be like, we're gonna have to take him down. It's a nigger.
And you know when they say come out of the sea, because you know you got to think about the so-called Navy SEALs. They have them submarines that's under the water. So in the time of that battle, you're gonna see multitude of submarines coming out of that water. They coming up out of the sea, because that's where they gonna hide it. You know, and they gonna come out of there thinking they finna win the battle. They gonna lose the battle either way they can't go.
Go ahead,
But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew up on it.
But many the Lord built this ship. So he graved himself. That means Yahweh
graved him.
Yahweh the one made the motherfucker. You know what I'm
talking about? Ready for battle.
And flew on it. Go ahead.
But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid.
So we already know the so-called white men are going to be scared. That's why your ass ain't going to the moon. That's why you're lying to the people on earth, man. Because you saw something that's higher than your ass, more technically advanced than your ass, and most importantly, more powerful than your ass.
God.
I watched the video where they say they seen some on the moon. They say they had a whole bunch of tall black people telling them.
That's the spirit right there.
You serious?
I watched the video.
You gotta show me that.
Oh yeah, send me that. Send me that video. Please send me that.
White man was explaining, said he seen, but he said when they was going past the moon, they didn't land on it.
That might be the video that we seen already.
One me and you. Remember the one me and you were talking about when you was like,
you see, hold on.
The angel was coming outside looking up and saw the white man.
I'm gonna give
saw the white man.
I'm gonna give him
the
spirit. When that so-called white man went his ass over there across the sea trying to spread the word of Jesus Christ, and he got killed. And they had them people going like this.
Yeah.
That's how it was when they were trying to go to the moon. They had people telling them.
Yeah. What you about to say,
Yeah, I was gonna say too, man, because you got what you gotta understand was one of the things that's gonna go down in the Valley of Jehoshaphat is all nations have been holding back for years as far as weaponry and technology are gonna unleash everything that they ever had, man. And Russia, I'm gonna say something too. You know, we know that Yahweh Shai is technically way advanced than anything that's on this planet Earth. Well, I will say this, on the left-hand side, those so-called Russians are technically advanced too, man. They got jets that can fly fast as fuck and stop in mid-air, man. You know, they got missiles that can maneuver in the air, man, and dodge Scud missiles and shit, man. Helicopters not well advanced as far as technology, man, and radar.
You got it out. Like Eli, what his name? Eli Musk. You know what I'm saying? He deal with like Japan and China. So China and Japan way more technically advanced than Russia. Really. Yeah. They actually got little AI robots that really hit flips, run, talk. They could actually.
Oh yeah, they souped up. Yeah, you got like what they call super soldiers and shit like that.
Yeah.
He'll had them super soldiers like a punch through a fucking brick wall and shit like that.
This is a precept I was holding because
Go ahead.
Ra had said something about younger brothers coming in this thing. You basically, we're at the time of the curtains closing, man. You got to get the ground running coming in this truth, man. You got to already know your place and what you need to, the things you need to be learning right now. Right now, you need to really need to be learning this prophecy, man. But this is a precept right here. This is Isaiah 11 and 2, it says, and the spirit of the Lord shall rest with him, and the spirit of wisdom and understanding, the spirit of counsel and might, the spirit of knowledge, and the spirit of fear of the Lord. It says,
Hey, and when you rest with something, what are you doing? You're comforted in it, man.
And what precept that was? That was Isaiah 7 and what?
Isaiah 11 and 2 and 3.
11 and 2.
So that's 3. And 3 says, and shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord. He shall not judge, neither shall he should not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears. Man. You know? But the main point, the Lord gonna make him a quick understanding, man. Quick, man. This ain't. We ain't got time to be teaching you the virgin birth, telling you if the white man the devil or not, man. You come hitting the ground running, knowing that the white man the devil, man. Knowing that the white man is Esau, man.
Right. I'm gonna get one more precept. I'm gonna end with this.
You got that was it on that though. You got something?
Yeah, I'm gonna end it with this precept right here. You know, I hope this video was been edifying. I made it with this one precept. The second Ezra 8:1, and he answered me saying, "The Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few. The world to come is for few." So y'all got however many fucking billion people on this planet right now. Y'all can have this shit. We want the soon, we want the soon coming kingdom with our king and the master, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We want to be a part of that elect, man. We trying to get all this prophecy right now. So when our Lord and Savior come, the King come, we get that crown. Imagine putting that Yahushua putting that crown on top of your fucking head, man.
Yeah, when the saints come marching in, oh how I want to be part of that number.
Hey man, the music that's gonna be playing, man.
Man, it's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. This is gonna be the greatest, like they say in that football world shit, the greatest show on earth, greatest show on turf. No, the real greatest show on earth is coming real motherfucking soon. So with that, we want to give all honor and glory and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakah. Double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessings and salutation to the Akim, pushing his truth to all the four corners of the world. To the earth, Salaki. And to the next time, hopefully we'll be out of here. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.